Comes on. All right. So we're off. So thanks again, Foundation Health Partners, for attending this call today. The purpose of this call is to familiarize you all with the wellness portal. The company that I represent is Wellworks, and Foundation Health Partners has partnered with Wellworks. So through the Wellworks portal, that is where you are able to complete activities for your 2023 wellness program. And through those activities, you are able to earn your incentives. So I want to start from the beginning. So when you first go to the wellness portal and you log in, this is your login screen. So I just want to be super clear about this, that in the program guide and registration flyer, which are all marketing materials, which we will quickly go over once we log into the portal, those are also on your intranet as well via, I believe, the Loop. Those are the program guide is there for you to use as a guide. It lists all of the activities, program details, and incentives. It also includes your login information. So your log information has already been created for you. That being said, your username, obviously for the sake of this is the one that I have, but your username is simply your Foundation Health Partners email address. And then your password is your date of birth. So Foundation Health Partners is your email address, is your username. Password is your date of birth. The date of birth is going to be in the month, day, year format. So for example, your birthday is June 1st, 1990. Then that would be 06/01/1990. 1990. No slashes or dashes upon that first login. And you're simply clicking login. We did notate in the program guide to not click register, although if it's your first time with us, it may seem intuitive to click register. However, all of your account credentials have been created for you, so I really just wanted to call that out. You're going to enter them directly in here and log in. So we'll start from top to bottom. So in this left-hand corner over here, you'll see the Foundation Health Partners logo. This is also an anchor point that you can click on any time. So if you were to be on another page and you wanted to get back to the main home screen, you're going to click that Foundation Health Partners logo. Over here in the right-hand corner, we have My Profile. So it's exactly what you would think it is. It is all of your regular information, first and last name, your employee ID, department, different medical type, all of the information here. At any time, if you want to update it, you are able to do so. And then, for instance, you can also update your email address as well. So this is the email address that is tied to the wellness portal. So essentially, you want to have an email address where you will be able to receive any notifications on the program here. There have been times in the past where if someone is using an email address that they don't use, they're not going to receive those email notifications. So I do recommend keeping it probably your Foundation Health Partners email address, but totally up to you if you want to change this to your personal email address. You can always come in here and change your password. And then as far as communication settings, this is another important tab here. You can click this and simply decide whether or not you want to receive certain notifications. So if you are one that wants to stay in the know, aside from just our regular email notifications, you can also receive notifications for the Wellness Locker, which we'll go over shortly, event reminders, and stream notifications. And you can update these at any time. So that is the My Profile section. And just to pause real quick, I don't think I said this in the beginning, but I did wanted to make a note that we will definitely leave questions for the end of the call. I'm going to go through the presentations, and if you have any questions, please feel free to chat them. And then what we'll do is at the end of this call, we'll go through the questions via chat and we'll answer those one at a time. So we'll save those for the end. So going back to that home screen at the top bar, you will not have this admin access button. I just have it since I have the admin account. Right next to my profile is Contact Us. This button is super important because this is where you're going to contact me directly, your wellness coordinator, if you have any questions. So you can change the subject here and just send me your questions. I recommend just adding, any specific information in here. If you had to attach a file for any reason, you can. And then you can just send that email to me directly. It comes right into my inbox. And response times are fairly quick. Within 24 hours to 48 hours, we'll get an answer to you. It also has my phone number on here as well if you do need to call. So that is a great feature. If you have any questions about the program or portal, just send me a message and I will get back to you. So going back to the home screen, up top we have log out, pretty self-explanatory. And then we have the languages button. We have a variety of different languages. If you wanted to change it to a different language that you prefer, you are able to click one of these and the whole portal will change into that language. Over here, you'll see this little bell, and this is any notifications. So if you click this little bell, beep, so you'll see all of these are all notifications of communications that were sent out. So I know with our email addresses, things can kind of get lost in there. So if you're ever wondering, let me just check on any updates that are going on. This is where you'll find them. Obviously, my account has been here for quite some time. And since it's a demo account, I haven't checked all of these items. But for example, just to give you an example right here, this one was sent out recently. It was the January newsletter with opportunity to take the quiz. And this is just that communication. So if you ever want to check on your communications and see what's been sent out and maybe, might have skipped it over your email, then you can come and check in here. Which I did want to say, I did look this morning and there has been about 70 people that completed the newsletter quiz. And this just went out yesterday. So that's great. Over here to the far right, these little 3-tiered menus, menu bar. This just shows the portal in just a different setting. If you prefer, you can utilize this page to navigate. However, I would say most people just use the forward interface to utilize the web portal. So let's go back to the main page. Okay, so you'll see up top here, these are scrolling banners. There's 3 of them. These just bring through any monthly health observances. And this is for cervical health this month. And you can click through them. So these are continuously rotating and they changed on a monthly basis. So the well-being desktop, this is where, we start to get into the meat of the program, the different buttons here that are super important to how to navigate the wellness portal. I am going to start with the wellness locker. So the wellness locker is exactly what you would think it would be. It basically is a locker that holds all important documents. So at the top, we have any forms for your program. For your wellness program, the only form that we have is your annual physical proof of visit form. So we do not collect any metrics for this. This is just for you to take to your doctor. And if you have your annual physical within the time range of September 1st, 2022 to September 1st, 2023, the end date, the program deadline, you just need a signature. And then these are the instructions, which we'll go over shortly, to upload this for credit. This is 2,000 points. So this annual physical form, that's where you'll find it. And you can just directly go save it, download it. But that is the only form in terms of paperwork for your program that you would need to submit. Everything else is digital via the Wellworks portal. So going back here, here's a couple videos. Last year, we did a call with Wellbeats, who is a third-party vendor, a fitness, nutrition, meditation partner. And we'll go through them in a little bit more detail. But if you want to learn more about them, we did have a call with them last year that we did record, and it goes over that platform via a video. We also have a device app sync as a video instruction. If you would like to refer that. We also have different other guides in here. So we'll go through this a little bit more, but this is your Wellbeats access guide. So this shows you how to log into that other vendor. which I'll go through. We also, all of your newsletters will be stored in here as well. So one of the activities for Foundation Health Partners is to review the newsletter and answer a couple questions, and then you're able to gain points. And you can do that at any time. So let's just say that, it's June and you never, completed any of these activities. You can always come back here and you can always backtrack, read them, answer the questions, and gain points. So we also have, which I'll save for the end, we'll go over the device and apps in a little bit more detail, but we also have just a regular guide here, and we also have troubleshooting tips. And then this is what I talked about in the beginning, your 2023 program guide. So in here, again, you've probably seen this, maybe I believe this went out earlier this week. This is your 2023 wellness program. It goes over and highlights your points, your incentives. It goes through all of these activities and different point structures. And you'll see in a moment that these activities also follow the layout of the wellness portal in terms of the activities and how to achieve them. So we'll go over that in just a moment. So going back to that main page, this is where you would upload a form. So click this button. Like I said earlier, the only form, if you choose to participate in it, is that proof of annual physical, annual visit. So you literally would just click this and whatever, on your desktop, finding that, and then just uploading there. Those instructions are listed on the form as well. So you're able to upload that here. And we just require 7 to 10 business days in order for our team to process those. Challenges. So Foundation Health Partners has 4 challenges included in their program. So we'll be running those throughout the year. You'll receive directly from Wellworks coming soon flyers, emails, etc., on how to get started and when those dates will be coming. Right now in the program, we do have a yearly long challenge that you can participate in. So you would just click here. And this is just a healthy habits challenge. So in order to get credit, you have to complete 50 different healthy habits pertaining to all different health topics. So obviously, we have some individuals here already. This shows how many they've completed so far. Obviously, you can show if you want to appear anonymously or not. And then you would just click through and look at all of the different activities here and just complete them at your own time. So they're great reminders because they encompass nutrition, they encompass, mental health, physical health, etc. So it's a great place to just stay accountable and do daily or weekly. So I'm going to leave this one for last, Device App Connect. Results now. So results now essentially is just showing your program information and where you're at with your point total. This is really great. So let's just say you were with Foundation Health Partners last year. The results now page you can toggle through years. So if I want to know, okay, where did I end up last year? Okay, I had this many points. So that's a really great feature if you want to backtrack and just look at points or just view your program in like a one sheet online. The fitness and nutrition dashboard, I'm going to go through this fairly quickly. However, a lot of the activities that you do have, you are able to, when we get to the Device App Connect portion, these activities can sync automatically. You can also enter them manually. So the fitness and nutrition dashboard is where you can, again, add information for your profile, your age, gender, height, weight, BMI, etc. You'll see there's a little scale over here. You can add different goals if you choose to do so. If not, no problem. This is where you can add, if you have your automatic device already synced up, your steps will come over and your active minutes. Also, which will come over is your water intake if you are tracking that, and if you are tracking your sleep. The only thing that doesn't automatically sync over is your food plan, which I'll go over that activity shortly. You do manually have to log food for that, But just wanted to show you what the fitness and nutrition dashboard is, exactly what it sounds like. It's a dashboard. You can go in and manually add steps, but ideally, once we get into the device app piece, it's great if you are able to sync up, set it and forget it, right? You're earning points by taking your steps daily, doing your active minutes, etc. So this is essentially the view of what this looks like, and you can toggle between different days. If I wanted to go back to, let's just say January 3rd and see what I had plugged in here, it shows that I had this many steps, this many active minutes, and so forth. So going back to the main screen, there's also that little contact us button. This is what I reviewed earlier. The messages will go directly to me. We also have e-learning. These are activities for you to earn points. They're e-learning series where you're able to view them and also able to earn points. So these have been pre-selected by Foundation Health Partners, Ergonomics, Healthy Mom, Healthy Baby, Nutrition Talk, and Sleep Talk. The newsletter quizzes, these will also be stored in the e-learning section as well, which is also listed under the activities, which I'll get to shortly. I did want to make one point. I did receive some questions if you aren't a mom, or can you still take this one? The answer is yes, absolutely. You can review it and still earn points for educational purposes as well. Okay, so going into Wellbeats, this, you will be linked automatically. Okay, so I just want to be clear about this. I know this can get confusing. So Wellworks, again, is the platform that we're going over today. Wellbeats that is not a part of Wellworks. They are a preferred partner in terms of fitness, and they have different programs, like I said, that are relevant to fitness, nutrition, cooking, meditation, etc. So they are a partner, and this is included for you, which is a great resource. You can access it via the wellness portal or the app. Again, it's a direct SSO connection. So if you do it from the wellness portal, you'll be able to go directly to the Wellbeats app, and you'll be able to look through all these different classes. You'll be able to search, etc. I love the ones that are just like 15, 20 minutes long. And I'll go over shortly how you can earn points for Wellbeats, but I definitely recommend getting started and just checking around. It's a really wonderful platform. So again, it's called Wellbeats. And then there's more information. If I want to go back, go right back. Let's just say that I wanted to get more information on Wellbeats inside that wellness locker right here. Let's just say that you want to navigate it from your mobile device. So I'm going to go to the Wellbeats Access Guide. So this is really important because there's two parts here. This is from the Wellness Portal. So whenever you hear Wellness Portal, this is the bread and butter for Wellworks. That's the desktop that I'm representing, that I'm showcasing right now. And this just shows how you would log in, just as I showed you briefly a moment ago. You'll just go to that Wellbeats. You'll have that direct connection. However, there are different instructions on the mobile app, so I recommend going to this when you're ready to do so. You do have to download the Wellbeats app first in order for it to have that SSO connection. So essentially, the steps are listed here. You download the Wellbeats app from the store, and then you log into the Wellworks mobile app, and then you go click Wellbeats, and that will connect. So just important because you can't connect directly from, if you download Wellbeats, you cannot connect directly from there due to an SSO connection. So you'll want to download the app again, go to your Wellworks app, and then just click this little button. Again, your accounts have already been created for you, so you do not need to have any information or to bring anything here. You're just downloading it and going directly into it. Okay, so those are all those main buttons. So you'll see over here, obviously it'll have your name. I know some of you put photos here. This just shows I just plugged in steps. I know 25,000 is a lot, but you'll see why I did that. For the sake of this presentation, I can look and see different steps, different days, active minutes, etc. You can look if that, let's just say I took my blood pressure daily, or that was a metric that you have on a specific app that can carry over. You can do that, or glucose. This also just shows you that yearly healthy habits and the leaderboard. But the steps in the active minutes is probably more so what you would be looking at. So now we're going to go into what are these activities? How can I get my points, right? So this shows the wellness year. It started January 1st, and it runs till September 1st. And click here. This lists all of your activities. This also shows, again, your different levels, the different point tiers, and then if you're on whatever plan you decide and how many points you will need. So that just kind of shows you there, just an outline if you forget what those different tiers are. So I will say, I believe just looking at this today, 33 people have already completed 2,000 points, which is awesome, just because we started last week. And it was 200 people already have completed some form of points, whether it's from 50 points to, I think the top one was 9,000. So out of 200 people in a week, that's very good. So here's all your activities. These are the same activities listed in the program guide. You have your proof of annual visit. We went over that already, where you can find that document in the wellness locker. We have your e-learning series. So for essentially, let's just say I go here and I signed up for it, and I want to take that e-learning series. I go back here to this page, and let's just say I'm looking at ergonomics. You do have to complete this pre-module survey. You will complete, after you complete that, this module will unlock, and then the corresponding modules will unlock after you complete each one. And then to receive your points, which will be instantly credited to your accounts, is once you click into this post-module survey. And each of these e-learning series are 1,200 points, so they're pretty high. The yearly healthy habits activity, that was the one I went over earlier, where if you click the challenges, it's that year-long healthy habits. It's that little road with little icons going over all different wellness tips and healthy habits. We also have opportunities for blood donation. If you donate blood, these are just an honor system. You are able to come in here and just confirm participation. Let's just say I donated blood today. I just come in here. Again, honor system, add it in, date, confirm, perfect, done. You can just see my points went up. Same thing with community wellness. If you participate in any community wellness type events and it's a minimum of 3 hours, self-report that as well. Again, honor system, you can click that in here and then confirm your participation. So many different opportunities to earn points for blood donation, community wellness at 500 points each. So let's go down here. There is a Mindera Wellbeing Index. It's a mouthful. So Mindera is another partner, just how Wellbeats is a partner to Wellworks. It's a mental health screener. It takes about 8 minutes to complete. Essentially, it assesses behavioral health, your social health, physical health, and it will provide you with a summary that you can download when you're finished. All of this, I wanted to make sure this is very clear, is private, it's confidential, it's only visible to you, your HR department. No one has the specific information. The goal of taking this index is for Foundation Health Partners and Wellworks to get general information that is not identified. There's no names, it's just general information that we'll be able to see, okay, this population might be having issues with sleep. Maybe we can make sure that we include activities for that. Let's just say we have anxiety, just things like that. So it just goes on a very de-identified level, but at least we have some results. So for just taking that survey, you'll get 1,000 points. So just one thing, it's important to note, this activity only runs from January to April only. So it's a short, easy survey. And then points will be awarded. So this is not an activity that will be rewarded right away. Since it is a third party, we do have to get reporting from them, and they will be updated in May. So this is also important for the survey, for us to be able to identify and credit you, you will need to be using your Foundation Health Partners email address. So essentially, you'll click through this page, you're going to put your Foundation Health Partners email address, and you'll get a verification code. So I just wanted to be clear on that. If you don't put your Foundation Health Partners email address, we really don't have any way of identifying you since we use that as your username in our portal. As far as activities, we do a daily step activity, and essentially you can earn 10 points for every 1,000 steps. For example, let's just say you do 5,000 steps on average, you can get 50 points. The average daily max is 140 points. So I do feel like a lot of points come from the steps because again, that's ongoing. And if you do sync your device, like I said here, you can track your steps through a device or app. Or if you prefer to do it manually for whatever reason, some people do, you can do that at the end of each day, on your phone. You access it as well and just say, okay, I did 5,000 steps, done. As far as daily active minutes, the points for those, you earn 1 point for every active minute. So example, 30 active minutes would equal 30 points. Your maximum points that you can receive for this activity daily is 45. Same type of idea as those steps. You can add those in manually, or if you have a device set up, you can set it and forget it and just collect the active minutes and points. Okay, so we have also within that same realm as your daily step trackers, we also have monthly trackers. So if you hit goals of 140,000 steps, which let's just say I walked 10,000 steps in 14 days, I will get 200 points. So the reason why I put these high step thresholds over here, 25,000 steps, etc., I wanted to show you what that would look like when you earned points for them. So once you hit that threshold, the points will be automatic. So I did that today. So I get 200 points. Obviously, I'm not going to get my next 200 points until that next month. So once February starts, I'll have that new opportunity for the points to reset. And same thing, if you hit the 200,000 steps, you can earn points as well for those. So until you hit those steps, you will not see the points in here. And just so you are aware, there's nothing that you need to do in terms if you have a device or app, you're automatically enrolled. If you manually add steps, you're automatically enrolled in this. So if you're adding your steps here daily, they also calculate into this bank of the monthly steps. Okay. So again, this kind of shows a little bit of a high level overview of all the different months. Essentially, you can track your meals monthly to earn points. Obviously, you're not going to be able to get points for February until February starts. But as far as January, I'm just going to click on this just to show you the description. So for this, like I said earlier, you're not going to be able to automatically sync meals. It's one of those items that is not compatible with our system at this time. So you have to manually go into the fitness and nutrition dashboard and track your meals throughout the wellness year. If you track 20 meals in a month, you can receive 300 points. So let's just say you do one meal a day, or even if you say, I want to do 3 meals a day for a week, right? That's 21 meals. You're already there. So however you want to add it, the maximum points this is just for the year, just to show you 300 points for the amount for 8 months, maximum 2,400. Something important since this is an activity that will be awarded the first week of every month. It's not an instant activity. So what you'll do is you'll track the meals. Once those are tracked, so say for your month of February, you track 20 meals, you'll receive points for that first week of March. For some reason, if you look at your account and you're like, you know what, I tracked in February, I thought I had 20 meals, and you don't see them come through that first week of March, for example, hit that contact us button and we can look into your account for you. So I want to show briefly about how to do that activity real quick. So let's just say you want to participate in the monthly meal tracking, whether it's 1 month or all of them. You're going to go to the fitness and nutrition dashboard button, click here. And then you're going to go to food plan, log my food. Okay, so I'll just do today. So the more you use this, and I'll show you in a moment, you're going to be able to kind of build your own archive. So let's just say for breakfast today, I had oatmeal. Let me find my food. Obviously, you can see there's a lot of different variations of oatmeal. I already know that the oatmeal that I want is on page 3. Oatmeal with fruit cooked, that's what I had with bananas. Perfect. How many servings? I had 1 serving, and it's my breakfast. This is really important. So see this little button where it says favorite? So for me not to have to search every time to go to that 3rd page, if I know I'm a creature of habit, I have like 3 rotating breakfasts, oatmeal being one of them, I'm going to add it to my favorite. It's going to be added to my plan. So when I go in here, that will be one of my favorites that pop up. This way, if you start to notice, I mean, you know, if you start to eat similar things throughout the week, or if you have any custom foods that, let's just say you don't see it on here and you say, you know what, I make this, you know, smoothie and it's very specific. I use a very specific protein powder. If you want to go that route, you can create your own food, and you can put a description if you know, like the smoothie, you know, here, or you can just use one of the preset ones we have, but just know that you can create your own. And once you create it, it's in there, you save it as a favorite, and then it's archived. And as you start doing this every single month, it becomes a lot easier. Okay, we are moving along. So where are we? Okay, so we did the meals. We have a monthly opportunity to do the meals. Another monthly opportunity is to track your water intake. So essentially, every single month, if you just track 20 days of water intake, you'll receive 300 points. So 20 days would mean just putting an entry in, as far as your water intake, however many ounces you might have did that day. And it's the same cadence as your meal tracking. Your points for this activity will be awarded the first week of every month. So for January, I tracked 20 days of water. That means that I'm going to get my points that first week of February. And then we also have those quizzes that are going to pop up here. You're going to receive that email. We send it directly from Wellworks, the monthly newsletter. And within that newsletter, those show all the instructions on how to complete your quiz. So again, it lists it right here. Where do I have to go? Okay, I have to go to the e-learning series to take the January newsletter quiz. Like we discussed earlier, all of the newsletters, excuse me, will be housed in the wellness locker if you need to refer to them. But to take that quiz monthly, those will be in those e-learning series. Those will be coming out, typically speaking, that first week of the month. That's when you'll be able to take them. And they're retrospectives. Like I said earlier, if you know, decided, you know what, you didn't do any of those quizzes and it is August, you can go back and take all of those quizzes and get 200 points each for them. Okay, so we also have track sleep January through April, for April and May through August for 750 points each. So this is not a monthly activity. This is just tracking it 40 days of sleep 2 times a year. So you're going to be tracking January through April, and then May through August. And you'll receive 750 points if you track 40 days within those time frames, which is a maximum of 1,500 points for both. So points will be updated in May for the first half of the year and in September for the second half of the year. You can track your sleep directly on that fitness and nutrition dashboard, or if you have a device app syncing, you can do that directly through your device if you track sleep on that. Okay, so as far as Wellbeats, so again, Wellbeats is that preferred partner. It's our vendor for our virtual fitness platform. This again shows you directions on how to get there. And now, how do you earn points for them? Okay, so you can earn points by participating 100 minutes a month and earn up to 1,000 points. So essentially, if you did this every single month, you know, you can earn 8,000 points total. So that said, this is a partner. So those points will also be updated the first week of the new month. So once we get those reports from our partner, we'll be able to see your user ID and see that if you completed 100 points or more, then you'll get points. And those will be uploaded the first week of the month. So let's just say you know, did a Wellbeat activity. Those will be uploaded on the first week of the month. And you'll see here, we listed out all of the months. Obviously, you're not going to be able to get points until those months are complete. but at least you see as an overview of all the point opportunities that you have. And then right down here, we have Wellbeats programs. So you have your monthly minutes and you can complete whatever programs you want within the platform, however you wish, whether you're doing a 10-minute meditation or a 50-minute HIIT workout, choice is yours. Also, at some point this year, there will be a specific Wellbeats program that Foundation Health Partners and Wellworks will announce that everyone will be able to complete at the same time. That has not been announced yet, but there will be one. There will be one or two throughout the year, and you'll also be able to earn 1,000 points for that. So, for example, let's just say in April, we agreed that we wanted to do a meditation challenge, for example, or a healthy heart challenge. We'll make sure that everyone is aware of that program, and that will help create camaraderie amongst your employees, and you'll all be able to do it at that same time. One last Wellbeats question, because I know we are coming up on time. There is a About Me in the Wellbeats profile. So just wanted to, this is a one-time opportunity where you are able to earn points by literally just completing your profile. This is a one-time opportunity, like I said, and this will also be updated on an ongoing basis the first week of every month. So I will show you, if you go to Wellbeats, what I'm talking about is your profile. So click my name, my profile, and essentially I'm just adding my my About Me section. So it is listed in the Wellworks to click your About Me section. And this is it. If you complete this, you get 500 points. And again, those will be updated on a monthly basis. And this is a really great feature. This way also it shows what you like. That's the type of, videos and content that will come up in your queue. So if you love these types of things, yoga, dance, toning, and sculpting, those are the videos that will be there for you. So it's a win-win as well. All right. All right, I know we have a lot going on here. We also have down here these last little items that I'll go through. I already went through the results now. Wellworks Plus, if you wanted to explore this page, you absolutely can. We have a lot of different partners that we work with and different percentages off and different items. So you'd be able to click through this website for your Wellworks rewards. My health metrics, this is really a little bit more underutilized for Foundation Health Partners, given the fact that we don't collect biometric data from your group. We only have that proof of visit screening. However, we have this on here. So if you choose to, let's just say, for example, you want to track your glucose every morning, or you want to track your blood pressure, if there's anything of that nature that you personally want to track and then be able to view it, you're able to do that in this platform. So let's just say I wanted to track my glucose in the morning. I can put that in here, save, and then I'd be able to obviously view my metrics. You're going to be just clicking your self-reported metrics. And if I wanted to look in a window of time, you can run a report on that as long as you click that metric here. Let's just say I collected it for a week and I wanted to see the trend. I can go in there and check that out. All right, so I know we only have a couple more minutes, and obviously we want time for questions. Just to go over this very briefly, we have a health library. This is just a library of resources all about different conditions, health centers, all these different peer-reviewed articles, vetted articles. So maybe instead of going to Google, and I know we can go down a rabbit hole with Google, maybe you come with your health concerns here and get some very valid and vetted information. We have that within your platform for you. And then over here is just simply a calendar, just to view, just to check on the dates, etc. And then down here is a chat button. If for some reason you're like, I need help and I need help right now, we have a whole admin team that is able to support you via chat. All right, so I am going to see if anyone has any questions in the chat. Kelly is going to be able to assist with this. So I know that was a lot of information to go over. I do know this might go longer than 2:45, so again, feel free to hop off. And again, this call will be recorded, so we'll wrap this up and see how many questions we have going on. So Kelly, if you don't mind, can we look through any questions that came through? So if anyone has any questions, put them in the chat now. And then Kelly, if you want to assist me with going through them from top to bottom, that would be helpful. Oh, wait, I know that we forgot. We forgot to do the device app, of course. So let's go over that real quick. That one's important. So device app. Oh, sounds like someone's unmuted. Okay. So let's go over this device app connection. I almost forgot, got ahead of myself here. So connecting your device and apps. Okay, this is a big one because there's a lot of activities within our wellness program that you are able to earn points for by connecting your device. Like I said earlier, you absolutely can do it manually. Some people just prefer to do it manually. However, if your device is connected, it's a very quick, easy process that you don't have to worry about that. And these steps will just come over automatically and you're gaining points literally while you sleep. So let's go over that. So in the Wellness Locker, you do have these documents that are important. So if you have never synced your device and want to do so today, my first recommendation for you would be come into the Wellness Locker and click on these documents, okay? These are really great in terms of showing you how to connect their device or app directly from the portal, what buttons you have to click depending on the device or app that you have, which you will see there is a variety of different devices and apps. That being said,
Cassidy, I think you just have to share your screen. Sorry.
Oh, I'm so sorry. Thank you. This is why I have you here. All right, here we go. So this is the device and app connecting instructions. So like I said, you'll see that it shows circles of where you need to go on the wellness portal. And then down here, if you say, you know what, I want to use the app and connect via my app, it shows you again where you need to go in the app, devices, sync devices, etc. So there's many, many different types of devices. This also has Apple Health, etc. Let's just say you want to know, is my device compatible? Well, these are all the devices that our partner Validix supports. So essentially, these are the ones here. You're going to want to look at this device app. If you don't see one on here, just reach me, just send out an email to me, contact us, and I can see if we can get your device on or if we have any more information of when that device would be into our hub. However, most people do have, I would say the most popular ones are Fitbit, Apple Watch, Apple Health. If you have an Android, you would most likely use Samsung Health to connect, etc. So again, my first recommendation, if you haven't connected your device, come here first, right? Come to the Wellness Locker, check out the instructions. As far as troubleshooting, let's just say you're like, my steps aren't coming over, what's going on? And you're starting to get a little frustrated with your technology. We do have this broken down into the top devices. So we have Fitbit connecting. There's different resources in terms of like, you tried this, go here next, etc. We also have Apple Health, which is a super popular one. These all have all different, directions just to make sure that your settings are on. A lot of the times when there's a device app issue, there's potentially something that's not allowed in terms of settings. So we want to make sure that all settings are turned on. And then here's a couple FAQs that are important as far as how long does it take to sync your data, which typically if it's that first sync, it takes about 24 to 48 hours for that data to come over. And then essentially, let's just say you want to connect. Let's just say you had a Fitbit and you got a brand new Apple Watch. So two different devices. You can disconnect the first device and then add in your new device. Our system won't connect to two devices at a time because it will be competing for data. So you just want to make sure that you only have one device connected. As far as troubleshooting further, If for some reason you went through these documents, you've waited 24 to 48 hours, things are not working, definitely reach out. Use that contact us button. I am happy to take on questions and really assist you on a case-by-case basis because of all the devices. You know, one person can have an Apple Watch and forgot to put a setting on. One person could have the Samsung Withings app because they have an Android phone. So there's different reasons why there might be an issue. So we really want to just identify that on a very specific level. So if you are having any frustrations or concern and you already went through these two documents, then please reach out to me via Contact Us and just provide any detailed information as far as the device that you're using, you know, what's occurring, you know, how long it's been, et cetera. And again, we will be able to have one-on-one support for you. As far as there's also a video, like I said earlier here, connecting your device. And then you can connect your device directly on the wellness portal. Or if you have the mobile app, you can do so through your mobile app. Okay. So I am going to remove my screen and now we can get to questions. So if we have any questions, we'll review them in the chat and then we can go through them one by one. So see. Kelly, if you can help be my eyes as well to see if there's any questions that popped up while I was speaking.
Yeah, it looks like the only one was the newest one. Can you define what a meal is? That Johnny asked that.
Okay. Was there one question also by who do I contact to reset my account? Was that one?
Yeah, I think those were resolved by
Okay.
Margaret, it looks
Okay,
like.
perfect. Oh, great. Okay. Yeah, so defining a meal, that would just be one entry. So if you were to go in and say like the oatmeal, that counts as one meal. If I were to go in and just put in my lunch, what did I have today? Chicken salad, that would be one meal. Essentially, you need 20 meals in a month for you to earn those 300 points. What about snacks? Do they count as a meal? Yeah, you can enter snacks as a meal. Like if you were to enter hummus, for example, as one of your entries, that would count as a meal in terms of how we see the data on the back end. You would be able to essentially that's counting one entry of food. So yes. Like we have some more questions coming through. No problem. Okay, do any points show up immediately? So why don't I share my screen and show you the points that show up immediately? This way it'll be a lot easier, and then we'll go back to those questions, Kelly. So going into this, your proof of annual visit, this is a document that you have to send into Wellworks, so that wouldn't be immediate credit because we need to review the document, making sure that there's a physician signature and that the dates are within this range. So that will not be immediate. Your immediate credit would be all the e-learning series once you complete them. So obviously you need to go in and watch the videos, take the quizzes, and then you'll be able to complete them. Those are immediate upon completion. The yearly healthy habits. So once you complete 50 habits, you'll get 1,200 points. That will be immediate credit, obviously, once you complete those. Immediate credit for blood donations or community wellness. Those are all self-participation. Those are immediate credit. Mind your mental well-being, since it's a screener through a partner that is not immediate, and because it's running for 3 months from January through April, those points will be updated in May. Your daily step activity, those are updated immediately. Those are 10 points for every 1,000 steps. So once you hit those thresholds, those points will come over. As far as daily active minutes, those are also immediate, 1 point for 1 active minute. Monthly steps obviously are not immediate. Well, they'll be immediate once you hit that threshold. So earlier today, I plugged in my 25,000 steps plus over here. As soon as I hit 140, the system caught that and gave me 200 points. So it's immediate upon completion. Tracking your meals, tracking your water, and tracking your sleep are not immediate. These are monthly goals. So once you hit that monthly goal, we run reports and it is listed. Anything that is going to potentially be not immediate, it is listed in here and you'll see that in red at the bottom. So just to kind of keep that in the back of your mind, just reviewing that. And then if you know that you completed 20 meals in January and you don't see anything by that first week of February, then like I said, I would reach out to your coordinator. As far as the newsletter quizzes, those are immediate as soon as you complete it. And then the monthly well beats, the 100 minutes, and the About Me profile are not immediate. These will also be listed here. Points for this activity will be awarded the first week of every month. So there is a combination. I will say, obviously, it's a good portion that there are immediate upon completion, with the exception of Mindera, which is a third party, Wellbeats, which is a third party, and the way that our system works for the meals, water, and sleep. Hopefully that answers your question. Okay, any other questions? Let's see. Okay. Kelly, were there any other questions that came through that I missed?
Yeah, just the newest one from Sarah. She asked if there's any difference in app for tracking, meaning you reviewed every aspect of their website, anything different that they need to know about the app.
So if you review the app, obviously we don't have it visually up here. It is going to be a little bit different interface. So what I would recommend is just going in that to kind of look around. However, all the activities are going to be listed in there as well. For the device app tracking, there is the for the fitness and nutrition dashboard, it just looks different. On the bottom of your screen, you're going to have something with a little red heart, and that's going to be activity. Essentially, that's your fitness and nutrition dashboard. So like I showed you earlier where it said steps, active minutes, sleep, weight, etc., all of that is going to be in that little heart activity. So same exact situation where if you want to add your steps manually, you can, or you can connect via a device. You can complete the challenges on there as well. There's also the opportunity to link directly to Wellbeats. You're able to look at the wellness locker and devices. So I would say the app is really great for steps, active minutes, Wellbeats, any of the instant community wellness, blood donation, healthy habits. You can definitely do the e-learning on there as well. However, I do recommend doing the e-learning on the wellness portal, but I will say that you can do all of these activities on the mobile app as well. Like I said, it's just a little bit different layout. So that's just the only thing in terms of getting used to that. It's just a little bit different. Hopefully that answers your question, Sarah. All right. Any other comments or questions? You're welcome. And then now is the time. Awesome. Well, thank you all for coming on today and for showing up. This is recorded, so if there was a lot of information that we put out today, we will put this in your wellness locker once the recording is set up. Again, thank you, and please reach out if you have any questions at all via the contact us, and we're happy to assist you in whatever way possible. Woohoo, someone said, yay. Well, I hope you guys have a great rest of your afternoon. And again, thanks for coming and take care.